the same settings that that we used previously. So we'll see how this plays out compared to what we did earlier today. Earlier today we were trying new technology. It's supposed to be better, but it flopped. And then the generator died, which killed our internet, even though it was full of fuel. So we are back on air, 26 Roper Spencer on the hill right now. I'm hoping this is a better experience. I really do. So frustrating. Let me know in the comments. And I am watching the chat closer now. So please let me know in the comments how this is looking. Okay, I think this is Deegan Mullen, number 225 on a Players from Soda Springs, Idaho. Yep, there he is. I'm going to check it out on my phone. Make sure everything looks good there. So far, I'm going to use Beaver Mountain's Wi-Fi instead of mine. What a roller coaster of a day. Okay. Deegan Mullen headed up the hill right now. Yeah, that looks a lot better than what we were seeing earlier. What a joke. Okay, well, I am going to go talk to that company. Get a piece of my mind. But so far, that's looking a lot better. Live and learn, I guess. But yeah, that looks a lot better. I'm getting more information too, which is great. Okay. Zach Wiley Coyote, making his way up the hill right now. Number 552. Zach Wiley's out of Afton, Wyoming on a Skidoo. After Zach, we're going to have Jacob Joseph, Hayden Jones, and Cash Payne. Hopefully we'll have our crap together tomorrow. Oh my word. I say that like every race, but we keep on trying to improve. We keep on trying to make this stream better. We try to learn from our mistakes. Zach Wiley with a 111.88. 111.88 for Zach Wiley. Okay, we got Brody Zollinger, number 66, on the course right now from Logan, Utah, on Articat. And look at that smooth jump of his. Brody with that good Zollinger line. His grandfather, Jimmy Zollinger, attends every race and goes with them everywhere. Jimmy's such a great guy, great inspiration. So we've gone back to how we've been doing the last a few races, and it's frustrating because I went and I tested this out at my house and I did some weird stuff with it just to make it perform bad to see how it works, and it worked differently than I was expecting. So I do apologize. 109.47, 109.47 for Brody Zollinger. That's going to put him in that 5th spot right now. Time to beat is Brock Keller's 105.01. We got Jacob Joseph, North 371 from Dayton, Wyoming on a Polaris. Oof, that was a little bit of a landing right there from Jacob. But he's doing good. He's whatever happened to that Polaris snowmobile with the shock that was coming off the seat or something like that. It was like a really interesting track setup. It came out, oh, I want to say close to when the IQ came out. What was that, 15 years ago? Something like that. It was a short track, like a 122. I can't remember what it was. It was really cool because the Polaris rep of the Western area lived close to my house, and Jacob Joseph with a 111.59, 111.59 for Jacob Joseph. But yeah, he brought this prototype. There were only 2 sleds built at that time. Okay, number 116, Hayden Jones from Pinedale, Wyoming, on a Skidoo. Okay, time to be is at 105.01 from Brock Keller. 12 qualify in this class, and we are, let's see, Hayden Jones, we are on the 21st racer of 28. So 7 more to go, and then we're going to be jumping into our ProMaster mod in just a little bit. Hayden Jones. Again, Tammy's recording most of these races, or she's captured all the racers except for the moment in which the generator went out. Don't know why that happened. So we're going to start doing some fun stuff with that. It might happen after race season. 109.08, 109.08 for Hayden Jones. So bear with us on that one. But if there's like, hey, do you want? I really want this video of this racer. Let me know. He's going a little sideways on with Cash Payne there. Or 165, Cash Payne on the hill. Cash is on a cab from American Falls, Idaho. And I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, but Jackson Hole didn't have very many cats there because of, obviously the situation. So racers go to Jackson because of that funding that the different manufacturers put into it. They put out a lot of money for Keith Curtis to make it up and over, or another racer. Um, so there's a lot of investment there. Cash paying going up there, and well, Articat's non-existent right now. That in purchase of being bought, but that since they're in that process, there wasn't any money for the cats, and it sounds like there wasn't very much shown. I personally only watched the first day, 124.41, 124.41 of Jackson. Um, if I ever do anything with Jackson, it'll probably be on a private note or helping Jackson out Grayson Patari on the hill now, number 694. Grayson is from Middleton, Idaho, on a skidoo. But yeah, very, I love RMSHA and I love Jackson. Really awesome hills and experience, but they can get a little too political. And well, anyways, gotta be careful now with what I do. But love RMSHA. They actually have a board or a meeting tonight, a voting meeting. So those, I think it's tonight at like 8. And is it at the lodge too? I need to figure out where it's at because I would like to go to see where RMSHA is going and see how I can be part of that adventure. So Grayson getting up with a 113.53, 113.53. And it sounds like I was really feeling my cold hit me in the chest around noon, and now it feels like it's loosening up, but I'm starting to get that energy again. So we'll see how long that lasts. But yeah, hopefully I can go there and just be part of it, be able to be able to support RMSHA however I can. But racers, if you're listening, I believe there is a vote tonight on, who your VP or president. I don't know what's all being voted on, but I think there's somebody running for VP. Currently, Jeff Rogers is in that role. I have nothing but good things to say about Jeff. Ooh, that has a nice growl to it. I don't know if you guys were sure that like sliding. Ooh, Zeke Giannetti, number 227, on the hill right now. Zeke is on a Polaris from Meeker, Colorado. And yes, his rally slide brought goosebumps to my flesh. Zeke Giannetti. And the Giannetti family, there's a couple of them. I think there's 3 of them racing, which is really fun. Zeke, Andrea, and I can't remember who the third one is. Tammy would know. Giannetti, Zeke, Andrea, and what's the third? Eh, huh? Oh, she's drawing a blank. Oh, she's focused. Oh, she's telling me there's a crash because I was being distracted with people around me and talking about them. Okay, hold on 1 sec. Oh, we'll be right back. Nick. Yeah, that's who I was thinking. Nick. Yeah. Let's go ahead and see if I got that play or not from High Five Development. Oh, he stopped, lost his balance, got pulled down. That is what happened. Yeah, let's go and go a little ad, but thank you, High Five Development, for your efforts with our
Hi, I'm Andrew Jacobs, the owner of Big Bear Plumbing. With over 25 years of experience in commercial and residential projects, we strive to give you the best product possible. So call us for all your plumbing, backflow, and hydronic needs.
Hey, I'm Michael with the Top of Utah Snowmobile Association. We have have a lot of things going on, and we want you to become a part of. Every year we have our opening social, and we also have our peak to peak ride that is a lot of fun. We're working on some projects in expanding parking lots and improving warming huts.
Okay, next racer on the hill, we got Paul Holton. You familiar with Paul? He is from Orlando, Florida. Honest Skidoo. That's why. Somebody need to corner him and talk to him. I think if I was looking at, I was trying to find him on Facebook earlier today, and I think he's in Salt Lake. But it's kind of cool that he's from Orlando, Florida. Okay, let me know in the comments. I'm actually watching the comments now. I was just periodically checking earlier. Let me know in the comments on if I improved the stream, because I really tweaked it. Is it better quality? Is it not so great? Let me know in the chat with this new stream setup. As soon as that internet crashed, I jumped on it and tried to get that set up so that we can have a better experience. 117.26, 117.26 from our Gator in Florida. That is Paul Holton, number 46. Next up is number 71, Jarrett Johnson on Skidoo from Kansas, Utah. Then we're going to have Court Spencer and Rocco Neeson wrap up this amateur mod class. And then we have ProMaster mod, Women mod, and the second run for our 12 and 13-year-olds. So stay tuned. They are awesome to watch. And it's actually, we might wrap up a little bit earlier than I was expecting. Yeah, we did get rid of semi-pro, huh? Okay, here we go. Jarrett Johnson on the hill. I'm glad I put that camera right there so I can see that jump now. When I get on YouTube and check it out, see if it looks good or not. Well, that looks a lot better than what it was. Good golly. Okay, this is the settings that we're going to stick with. Women's mod. When is women's mod? Women's mod is coming up. So we're in amateur mod, which is just wrapping up, and then we have ProMaster mod, and then we have women's mod. So we have essentially 20 racers before we jump into women's mod. So right now we have Court Spencer on the hill. No, Jarrett Johnson. Jarrett Johnson on the hill. Then we're going to have Court Spencer, then Rocco Neeson. That'll be wrapping up this class. Jarrett Johnson. Waiting for that time. 110-12, 110-12 for Jarrett Johnson. Next up will be Court Spencer, number 8 on a players from Grace, Idaho. After will be Rocco Neeson. And again, I'm actively looking at that chat screen, so feel free to talk with me and chat with me. I love hearing where you guys are watching from and things like that. Most likely you guys are all like close by. There's a lot of people who watch from the trailer. What frustrates me, and I feel sorry or I feel bad about today, was that last setup was supposed to make it consistent, so we weren't having all those silly clips, and I had the opposite happen. It made it worse, but now we know, and also means I don't have to go back more expensive plan. That was a little bit of a lag somewhere. Wasn't sure what's going on there. Oh, that's what's going on. Generator died again. Go, go, go. We got, I have this external, or this, UPS battery that's supposed to help. Man, what is going on with this silly thing? might have to bring my big guy over. Oh, what is choking this thing out? Okay, we might lose power again, unfortunately. Okay, generator's running again. So crazy. I don't know what's going on the hill right now, as I'm trying to figure out why this generator keeps on dying on me. Yeah, I think we're good. Hanging out with my niece, Bailey Boo. Say hi.
Hello.
Bailey's been checking up on us and helping us out. Pretty sweet gal. She should be racing. Everybody hit up Jim Marshall saying, hey, your granddaughter needs a race. I don't know. This is the second generator that we borrowed. It's one of those Honda 20 or Honda 2000s. The first one wouldn't even last for very long because of the oil light. So we gave that back to the racer who let us use it. And then we got this one. I think this one came from oh, I can tell you right now. Hold on. Rocco is a 109.22. 109.22 for him, and he's in sixth right now. Okay. So I am back. Generator's running, and I think we're back in business. I don't know who the last racer was. Here we go. Number 525 is now on the hill. Oh no, 529. We are in our Pro Master mod class. So I missed Rocco, unfortunately. We got Scott Long. This is our first Pro Master mod. This is our 40 and over. Highlighter Long kicking us off from Spirit Lake, Idaho on a Skidoo. Then we're going to Fearless Farron Gilbert and Trent Hensaker. Those are our current and the next two, and then we'll have Nick Gianetti following suit. So, yep, Scott Long. After this class, then we're going to be in women's mod. Yeah, let's see. I need. What's that? I know it's both pretty and painful at the same time. Tammy's like, the sun's coming out. Oh, Scott Long. I missed the time on him. I was looking down for a second. Got Fearless, Farron Gilbert on the hill now. Wow, that sounded really weird. Farron Gilbert from Cascade, Idaho. Let's go to. We like Farron a lot. We hang out with him pretty often. things can get pretty silly with them. Which I think is just fine. We need a little laugh in our life. Farron Gilbert, second racer in this class. Then we're going to have Trent Hensaker, Nick Gianetti, and Dustin Pincari. Okay, Trent Hensaker on the hill now. Saker, getting close to the top there. That snow is super soft, super slushy. Think 7-Eleven, not Keith Curtis, but the gas station slushy. That is what we're dealing with out here. Trent Hensaker make his way up and over with a 102.93, 102.93. We definitely have some slush going on. Nick Gianetti on the hill now from Meeker, Colorado, riding a Polaris Chaos. Fast time is a 102.93 right now. Okay. Let your friends and family know. I think we figured out the live stream. Not 100% certain. Let me know in the comments how things are looking. I know there's a handful of viewers, not very many. It's been a brutal day. Again, I appreciate you guys battling it out. 107.86, 107.86 for Nick. Now we have Justin Pincari on a player from Idaho Falls, Idaho. Okay, Dustin looking great. Okay, Dustin getting that upper area. Let's see what time he gets. 109.88, 109.88 for Dustin. Okay, 107. Danny Johnson on the hill right now. Johnson with a 101.37. 101.37. I don't think we've seen a time underneath a minute, but we had one that was I think a minute and some change. Okay. Now we have North 321 Greg Gates from Rock Springs, Wyoming on a Polaris. Okay, there are 19 racers, 12 qualify. That means 7 will not be making it to tomorrow. And currently we have how many racers up? 7. We have our 8th or 7th racer right now on the hill. Craig Gates going to that last stretch. It really doesn't capture that. No, he does it. 107.12. 107.12 for Craig. I'm just looking at my microphone audio sensor, and I keep on expecting like these really loud sleds to kind of trigger it. It really hasn't been that case. Okay, Dustin Grant on the hill now from Tibet, Colorado on a Polaris. I was talking to him after the debacle of saying Tibet. He just laughed. Okay, Dustin Grant, last stretch. 107.79. 107.79 for Dustin. Five 33. Cody Brown on the hill now. You know, I didn't realize how many Browns were racing. There's a good handful. Maybe there's only 2. I'm not sure, but I was surprised to see a couple of them out there. Cody Brown, number 533 on the hill right now from Wellsville, Utah on a Skidoo. You know, there's a lot of racers out of Wellsville. It's just a stone's throw from where I live. Ooh, that sun came out and it is roasting us. But yeah, think slushy when you think about the snow out here. It's so warm out. Oh, was that Dolan that was racing? No, that's Cody. Wonder what's going on there. Dolan is next, number 169. Dolan Phelps on the line. Dolan is from Fish Haven, Idaho, Ranga Polaris. 113.36, 113.36 for Cody Brown. Now we have Dolan Phelps. Okay, Dolan Phelps looking good so far. That cloud came back and it made it look all dark. Got some clouds rolling in. Okay, going through that last stretch, he's getting in there pretty early. Let's see what his time. And when I say early, I've been kind of watching the times around those trees. 103.35, 103.35 for Dolan Phelps. Dolan Phelps is being put in that third spot right now. Currently, we have Danny Johnson with a 101.37. That's the time to beat in this class. And then you have Trent Handsaker and Dolan Phelps. Those are your top three. Currently 10 times. There's going to be, they're only going to take 12 in this class. We got Jason Harris on the hill now. Quite a day today. We've seen quite a bit of sunshine. Clouds are coming out now. Jason Harris, 175. Again, we are in that Pro Master class. Ooh, getting a little, oh, he's going around it. Nice idea. Now he has to drop back into it for a sharper turn. I haven't been watching this as close as I should, and I will do a better job. I've been so frantically trying to get the live stream working and paranoid about it that I've been distracted. Jason Harris coming through 14 right now. Coming in there pretty darn late. I might be surprised if he gets in this class, even though there's a handful left that unfortunately is a little bit sluggish coming into that. So 125.43, 125.43. Okay, we got Justin Jacobson, number 109 on a Skidoo from Montpelier, Idaho. Oh, he didn't have his hometown in his profile. I just know where Justin's at. I keep tracks on him. That's kind of creepy. Yeah, Justin Jacobson make his way up the hill. Danny Johnson with that 101.37. That's the time to beat. And let me know in the comments where you're watching it for, or wow, watching. Okay, 56. I think he went in there by 55, 56. 102.99. Dang good time. Not fast enough to bump out that first place. But that is a, oh, 102.99. Why am I getting two different numbers? Danny Johnson. Oh, never mind. What was I looking at? My times are all messed up. Colton Ellingford on the hill right now from Bear River, Wyoming. On a skidoo. Okay. Where is Justin Jacobson? There he is. 102.99. He's in the third spot. That's where I thought he was going to land. 600th of a second slower than Trent. Tight. Okay, Colton Ellingford zooming up the hill right now. I think we've seen Colton do some pretty good times this weekend. One 1:00:85. There's your new fast time. Colton Ellingford 1:00:85. Great time. Excellent work. I do not see the pluses and heart, or not pluses, the thumbs and hearts. I do appreciate it though. Okay, 134 on the hill. Zach Warmers from Bozeman, Montana on a Polaris. Yeah, he wants it. He's going for it. Man, that sun seriously comes out and puts some harsh light out there. Yeah, getting up by 15, about 55 seconds. Like I said, I've been kind of watching that timer as they go past that last tree, that last sighting, to kind of get an idea. 55 to 105, so that's 10 seconds ish. 105.77 is the time. 1:05.77 for Zach Warmers. Now we got number 55, Justin Nilsson on a Polaris. Gotta love that family support. Let's go ahead and turn down that brightness a little bit. Wrong way. Apologize, coughing in your ear. You really need to get to that mute button. Oh no! Justin sliding out there. Go to the replay. I'm on top of it now. I'm not worried about the internet. Comes up here. And that track just slides out in just a second. Okay, so he gets, so this is a pretty frustrating mistake. So essentially he got out of that track a little bit, and because he's out of the rut, out of that flat area, his track kicked out of underneath him. Okay, going to an ad now. Okay, next racer on the hill. Got Keith Bailey, number 517 from Rona, Utah, on a Polaris. This guy is pretty amazing. I really like Keith. Known him for years. One of my favorite things about going to the snow show was running into the Bailey family. That's mostly why I was going to the snow show. is to run into people that I haven't seen all summer long. And Keith Bailey was definitely the highlight of going to the snow show. Just you talk to him and he's so personable, and you can tell he just listens to you and just makes you feel worth it type of thing. Keith Bailey, great guy. Just moved up to the Pro Master class. Oh, that's not what I want. I want this one. I want to make this dark. Okay, there we go. Okay, Keith Bailey. I didn't catch that time. Let me see if I can see it. Okay, got Clint Cover on the hill now. Number 54 from Idaho Falls, Idaho. And it looks like he's on an Arctic. Keith Bailey's has that 109.90. He's on the bubble, which means that anybody that beats his time will bump him out of qualifying in this class. Clint Cover on the hill. After Clint, we're going to have Michael Baldwin and Jesse Poxick wrapping up this class. And then we're going to be in women's mod. So those that are waiting for women's mod, 2 racers away from women's mod. And then we're going to have Amy Perkins, Hadley West, and Isla Edwards starting that class off. Man, look at all that spamming look at all the live streams that we started. I'm showing Tammy all the silly live streams that kicked off today. So frustrating. And I know you guys are frustrated with it because you can tell by how many people are still on here. 137.67, 137.67 for Clint. Is that right? That's what it showed. All right, yeah, maybe he had an issue up there. 137.67. Okay, well, Keith Bailey is still there. Okay, Keith has 2 more racers. Michael Baldwin, 312 on a Skidoo from Wellsville, Utah. That is our next racer. Let's see what happens. It is such a nail biter. Unfortunately, I've been on the bubble way too much in my career and fully understand the pain that comes with it. Because you get down to the bottom, you're like, oh, I am in, and there's only 2 racers. What are they going to do? What is going to happen? What's that? Why do you say that? Oh, Tammy's telling me that we're not the only one with generator issues. Other people are having generator issues too. Well, what frustrated me is I started it and it was full. And then I started again later and it was full. Okay, Michael Baldwin, number 312 on the hill on a Skidoo from Wellsville, Utah. It's amazing on how reflective that snow is. Tammy and I probably feel steamed by all that water that's evaporating around us. Yeah, we're still probably going to get burnt though. All that reflection. We aren't directly in the sun, but we're getting a lot of reflection from that snow. Michael Baldwin getting up there. Beautiful, gorgeous day. We got one more racer before we get into women mod, and super excited for that class. You have Amy Perkins, Hadley West, Isla Edwards as your first of 3 racers. The last racer in this class, Jesse Foxton, or 221 on the line. 111.07, 1107. 111.07. Not fast enough to bump Keith Bailey. He is so close. Just this last racer, can he make it? Jesse Foxton on a skidoo from Friendship, Wisconsin. It is a gorgeous day. We really appreciate you guys hanging out with us and suffering through all the different iterations, versions, I don't know, the different videos that we've produced because of the silliness of the reconnection. We're not intentionally trying to make this painful, but let's push hard tomorrow. Let's share out the live stream when I start recording. I'm going to delete the live stream right now that is scheduled for tomorrow because I don't know if it's going to play out how it should. So just wait for, if you're watching on YouTube, just wait for that new startup. It should be about 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be great. Okay, Dustin Pincari taking that last spot. Keith Bailey getting bumped out. Amy Perkins. It looks like Amy's on the first. Amy Perkins picking us off in this class. Yep, from Star Valley Ranch, Wyoming on a skidoo. Picking us off. Yep, from Star Valley Ranch. You racers out there, come talk to me. I have a friend coming up tomorrow who's bringing his drone up here. Going to capture some videos. Let me know if you want any drone videos of yourself. Be pretty fun. Amy Perkins getting toward that top portion. $134.24. That is the bar right now. 134.24 for Amy Perkins. Wind's starting to come in a little bit. Feels good. Okay, we are in women's mod if you haven't picked that up yet. And we have number 141, Wild Happy West from Rathdrum, Idaho on a Polaris. Mike, you out there watching? It is a little dark, but the clouds came out too. Got Hadley West on the hill. There are 8 racers, all qualify. Then we're jumping into our juniors, 12 and 13-year-olds after this class. So we have a total of, oh shoot, if I can do my math. Oh, shoot, I can't do my math. Feel embarrassed. 7 plus 7 is 14. Look at me go. Hadley West, make your way up the hill. That's right. So 116.52, 116.52 for Hadley West. Now we have 13. I feel like I need the count from Sesame Street out now. A 1 racer. 2 racer. Oh, it's coming to the end of the day. Here we go. Isla Edwards. She's been having a fantastic season. She is from Ennis, Montana on a Skidoo. This girl's been rocking it. Currently, we have Hadley West in that number 1 spot. After Isla, we're going to have Kenzie Poxick, Hannah Coons, and Taylor Myers. Isla Edwards coming up to 13. It looks like there's a bit of a rut there. I saw her kind of pin and wiggle through it. And right through here, like I said, especially right now with all those tracks, they've dug in, they've built bunch of bumps. Things are slowing down. So Isla Edwards' time is coming in with a 1:13.50, putting her in that number 1 spot right now. 1:13.50 for Isla Edwards. Wrong racer. Next up will be Kenzie Poxick, number 121. 121 from Friendship, Wisconsin. And then we're going to have Hannah Coons, Taylor Myers, and Bree Bailey wrapping up this class. Got Ayla Bateman on the hill now, number 947. Ayla is from Evanston, Wyoming, riding a Skidoo. There's only 4 more racers after Ayla, and then we'll jump into our juniors second class, ages 12 and 13-year-olds. Okay, we got Kenzie Poxic on the hill, number 121. Kenzie is from Friendship, Wisconsin, riding a Skidoo. After Kenzie, we're going to have a first-time racer. This is her actually second race, because it's the first hill that she's been to. But she raced and proved. Now she's going to run mod. Super excited to watch Hannah Kuhns from Helena, Montana. This is after Kenzie Poxic. Pretty fun day so far. Thanks for joining us so far. Got Hannah Kuhns on the hill. This is her first hill that she's raced at, second race today. And it's a bit, her sled seems a little sad, but she is trying and she's trying to figure it out. It is a different world. It is a different experience coming to this, but you have to jump in and figure it out and just give it a chance. Because, sometimes when you high mark, you go over someone else's track. That gives you a little bit insight of what's going on these hills. But a lot of times those old ruts don't really give you what you're dealing with. You really have to build out a course, pound it down to get the experience. And even then, you're dealing with backcountry riding. Not very often do you get onto a ski resort to give it a shot. And ski resorts can be one of the tougher hills because they're unforgiving. At Afton, you get a lot of snow to play with a little bit, but I mean, Afton has its own extremes, right? Super steep and everything. But let's go to Salt Pass. That's probably a better race to describe. You fall off that, if it's not a super crispy race, then you have a lot more power to play with. It slows you down. Here, it's so easy to get sucked into those old ruts because the ground's already hard and you just dug it in. And so anything you do is going to either pull you one way or push you another. Okay, Hannah Kuhns. Getting turned around. Gonna come off the hill. And then we're gonna have Taylor Myers, number 27, and then Bree Bailey, number 291. But kudos to you, Hannah. It's harder than you think just driving up to that starting line. Another video? What's going on here? Taylor Myers having issues right there, pulling her tether, coming out of that rut. Not going happy about that. She's going to drive. Oh, she What's she doing? Yep, good. Yep, she pulled out. Well, that's too bad. Taylor Meyer's coming out and falling off shortly after the timing lights. Been there, done that. Not fun. Okay, we got Bree Bailey now on the hill. For 291 on a Polaris from Moroni, Utah. And check that out. Taking on those ruts that are getting deep. We have juniors coming up. Bree Bailey, number 291. You got this, girl. I can hear her father in the background. I think it's her father. Go, 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 go. Bree Bailey doing great. After Bree, we're going to jump into our juniors class with Colson Tensor, Craig Jacobson, and Taven Keep. First three racers out the gate for that juniors, 12 and 13-year-olds. Man, this new headphones really does take out that audio around. I mean, I think you guys can just hear me. I'm going to watch this video later and see what I like, what I don't like. But right now, I feel like this setting that we have right now is the best setup for what we're doing. The other streaming software just was, or the streaming style, I guess, technology just wasn't working out for us. And in some ways, that's really good because that saves quite a bit of money for us if we're not using that technology. I was just hoping to have a better result from that. Bree Bailey with a 145.78. 145.78 for Bree Bailey, wrapping up that class. Great job, Bree. So we have Isla Edwards, Hadley West, and Ayla Bateman in your top three classes, or top three racers in that class. Okay, Coulson Tensor coming out with some fire. I'm curious to know if any. Well, never mind. This is a different family. I was thinking Spencer for a second. Coulson Tensor, number 16 on the hill. Coulson is on a players from Auburn, Wyoming. And then we're going to have Trig Jacobson, Taven Heap, and Gabe Jorgensen following that up. Just amazes me that these 12 and 13-year-olds, just how great of a rider they are. Just over a buck to, the 500 pounds of the race the sleds have on them. Pretty sweet. Coulson Tensor. Getting past those trees, about that 101 mark. So let's see. I suspect he's going to be about 115 if my best guess. Let's see if I can predict. No, 112.46. Good time. Coulson, 112.46. Seemed like that top went really smooth for him. Okay, we got Trig Jacobson on a skidoo from Montpelier, Idaho, following in his father's footsteps. Justin Jacobson. So Trig Jacobson on the hill now. I'm just watching that mud flap go crazy. It's kind of fun. Time to beat is that 112.46. Ooh, he got out of line, dropped out, could not bring it back up, and is going. Oh, he's flying down the hill. Hold on, keep that camera on him for a second. Make sure he isn't. Okay, that's good. I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been his father that jumped out earlier. So I'm like, I wonder if he's going to do the same thing. Trig, not going to get a time. Next up is Taven Heat, number 117. Honor players from Evanston, Wyoming. And then we're going to have Gabe Jorgensen, Kaiser Edwards, Cooper Spencer, and Tucker Ellingford. And that will wrap us up for today. Taven Heat on the hill now. And thank you guys for putting your profile pictures up there and adding your sponsorship and other details to the racer profile. I think it looks very nice. I thought that turned out well. I didn't hear any feedback on it. I know there's a handful of you guys watching still. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. And then maybe we can do a big social media push tomorrow. Hopefully it's going to be a nice clean day tomorrow. Haven Heap getting up there. And again, as you know, can't emphasize enough, thank you, Elevated Powersports, for sponsoring us this year. We are looking for sponsors next year. Let us know if you are interested in becoming a Blue Lane Media sponsor, and I will get you a link to the details there. Haven Heap getting towards that top. 121 and 07, 12107 for Taven Heap. Now on the course is Gabe Jorgensen, number 825, on a players from Fairview, Wyoming. I don't know which one's syncing, if it's a timing light or my camera, but that clock keeps on changing on us. Well, it's nice to have that up there. I'm going to leave that up there. Maybe I'll tweak it a little bit, make it look a little bit nicer, because it just keeps on sloping down, but that's okay. We can see the time. I don't want to tweak it right now. Gabe Jorgensen make his way in that upper portion right now. Not quite to that area where we lose him. Elevated Powersports, thank you guys very much. And thank you, all you guys that generously donated this season. It's really helped us get items to, just replacement parts, helped us pay for gas and fuel and making it to these hill climbs. And especially thank you, Tammy, for your filming. Tammy is so dedicated and can't express my appreciation enough for how much she helps out here. Kaiser Edwards, number 222 on the hill now. Kaiser is from Ennis, Montana. Okay, towards that top part. I think we have, two more racers left? Cooper Spencer and Tucker Ellingford. And that'll wrap us up. Cooper Spencer, on a player from Bancroft, Idaho, number 129. He will be the last racer in this class. Not last, sorry, second to last. And then we'll have Tucker Ellingford. But Cooper Spencer up next. Okay, Kaiser Edwards coming with a 112.82. Not fast enough to take Colton's 1:12:46, but 1:12:82 for Kaiser Edwards. Number 129, Cooper Spencer now on the hill. Rocking and rolling on that Polaris. Gorgeous day today. Looking good so far with Cooper Spencer making his way up to 14. Coming up to 15. One 125.20, 125.20 for Cooper Spencer. Now we have number 237, Tucker Ellingford on the hill from Bear River, Wyoming on a skidoo. Okay, Tucker making his way up the hill towards that top 15. Come over across that area. Just keep that zoomed out on the hill. Look how gorgeous that is. Beautiful day here. 118.86, 118.86 for Tucker Ellingford. There's your final times right there. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Apologize again for all those additional streams